What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome to the strip. Welcome to the app. Welcome to the shop. Coffee Talk app. Y'all know how I do. Shout out to all my subscribers. Shout out to all my supporters. You know what I'm saying? New and old and continual. Shout out to my peeps, family across the tube. Mr. Skinny, shout out to Kwame. Shout out to Miss 504. Shout out to T3 the Polar Bear. Shout out to Cooling in the Crew. The show. Shout out to Tazo TV. Shout out to Jamil Peterson, the comedian. Shout out to Mr. Marvelous. Shout out to Urban X Podcast, Black Dot and Malcolm. Shout out to 360 Jeezy. Hell of a platform. Shout out to Jock Slade. Shoot channel. I rock out with him. You know what I'm saying? But man, I gotta talk to y'all about something today. And it's more or less I'm talking with you at the same time. Because this is a serious problem and we need to address it. Not a lot of us is addressing the right shit. But we all got platforms and we all, you know what I'm saying, got streams of information that can be passed between each other with proper messaging, given the proper context laid on whatever was already right there when we found the bullshit. But today I'm gonna talk to y'all about some shit I found though. Now peep this. DJ Akademiks, man. This guy. Now, I'm not saying, I don't dislike the dude because I don't know him. You know what time it is? That's good Starbucks Verona. That's rich too, I like that. No, yeah, so he did a I guess this I'm trying to word this properly. He did, I guess, one of his little things, his uploads. And in the title, it specifically say, NBA Youngboy, This Is Lil Durk, King Von, OTF Newski, Boosie, Gucci Mane, 4PF, Lil Durk Dad, India, and a second. Now y'all know I don't show videos and I don't do all that PowerPoint and shit. But I will let you hear this shit. And we're gonna break this shit down. Because this is serious. So I'm gonna start to play it. I'm gonna fire it up. Take me another sip and let's get going.
Let's check it out now. Holy now, people, are y'all ready for all of the coonery of the coonery? This is like WrestleMania of fuckery, okay? Sorry to tell y'all, man, okay? Basically, if you don't know what happened, Lil Durk and NBA Youngboy, they don't like each other, okay? It's clear reason why they don't like each other. They don't like each other because, well, simple. There's an incident between Quando Rondo and King Von. King Von connected to Lil Durk. Obviously, Quando Rondo connected to Youngboy. Lil Tim hopped out of a vehicle, shot King Von. King Von died. And basically, ever since, everybody in the industry has been forced to pick a side. Are you going to be on the side of the NBA Youngboy, who already probably don't like you? Ooh.
I'm gonna pause it already. The way he just opened it, with the whole narrative, giving the storyline, the rundown, as if he's a detective reading it off. to juice you up to then go into what I'm about to explain. I just had to pause it right there because I want y'all to take context and follow what's going along. So he couldn't just come out with the story. He's going to walk you in specifically to the portions of the story that's for him to perpetuate to the kids.
Or you're going to be on side of Dirk. A lot of people pick Dirk's side, and ever since young boy got incarcerated because he was locked up the whole time while the Von thing happened, he got back out, and he's realizing that niggas have picked sides. So he's coming out dissing, he's coming out swinging, he's coming out shooting, even on a house arrest. Now, he basically dropped a song before called Bring the Hook, where he basically was dissing, Lil Durk, and Lil Durk finally responded on a new song that he.
You know what this should remind me of? I don't know if any of y'all old enough or any of y'all familiar with the fact that there used to be a show that came out that did reviews on soap operas. I couldn't stand that show or shows like that during that time frame, and I swear that's what this guy and his whole little thing remind me of. The way he go in there and he take people's stories and blow them up. Imagine the power that he could be using that influence for. Let's proceed, though. Let's proceed.
He's not acting like he's put out an album. He acting like he's put out an album today, and all of a sudden he dropped a song called Aha, and he had these lines on it, okay? He said, we've been sliding through their blocks, and they don't know we have. Buddy ass got shot, and we ain't claiming, but I could show his ass. Niggas acting like they really like that since my Brody died. Vaughn just got out the feds. You bring up murders with your police ass. I told Vaughn to leave that.
You know what? I'm not even going to play the rest of y'all. It's like 10:49 left on there to play. I'm not about to play that shit. Because it basically, I'm just going to tell you, he basically goes into, he reads Dirk's lyrics, and then he goes and he reads the response from NBA Youngboy. In that response, there's multiple people that you can consider him dissing in this. Now, here's the problem. We're not going to say that this is hating because we tired of that shit. We're not going to say this clout chasing because we tired of that shit. We're going to tell the truth and tell it like it is. This right here is blatantly pushing and perpetuating the street violence between the young gangs through the music. Pushed and narrated by DJ Akademiks. Why do I say that? His influence is large within that little spectrum of what he do. So after he dropped this, you know all the baby copycats is going to jump on the same type of story. What does this do? It perpetuates the situation. Because now you have not just the one instigator, but the multiple instigators. What does this do for them? It becomes profitable for them. So it's clear to see that Act works for the machine, and then he has sublings that don't understand because they zombied out and puppeted up, that they work for the machine now as well and have given themselves to the machine through their YouTubes. Because what they going to do is also perpetuate the shit, but now they going to lay lies on there and thicken up the plot and put some old bullshit side comment in there, some bullshit slang, some old goofy ass shit in there, which is going to make it worse. Sad thing is, a lot of the people whose names that's being named in these situations are not some of the people that might even be shot or harmed when this shit hit the fan. Now, we don't have a problem with Act reporting on hip-hop information and shit like that. The thing is, when you specifically is perpetuating a beef between two camps for some bullshit. For some bullshit, Act. To solidify yourself, bruh. To make yourself solid, take a step up. With your whatever you call that journalism, take a step up. Dig a little deeper. Find some more important, more vital information to bring us if you got all these sources, bruh. You got all these arms to bring you information. Bring us some vital information, my nigga. Damn, you just sit there and you gonna go back and forth. You like a bitch in a house, ain't got no boyfriend, but you keeping the beef going because you your best friend, you also friends with her dude. So what you do, you keep the shit going. So he slapped the fuck out of her. She called the police. He get arrested and go to jail. And you sitting there like you don't know what the fuck went on. That's you, bruh. And it's others that's like you. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do with a platform. I can't. But what I'm telling you is, don't then in return go and try to report on the incident that come behind this shit. So you profit on starting the war and putting some fuel and gas on that bitch. Then you profit on the back end of that bitch by reporting the shit that go on. Man, it's enough of that shit going on. Report some shit that's really needed to be reported on. Where the fuck you live at? There's plenty of stories about plenty of shit that could be put up here and be put out into the front that's influential. That's in the area where you at right now. If it's not, then you probably done move to somewhere where motherfuckers don't even fuck with you for real. You see what I'm saying? Some of places where you take your fucking trash out, speak to the neighbor, and they turn their fucking ass around and pop the lid as if they're insinuating for you to hop your fat chipmunk-looking ass in that trash can. You're not even from the areas, bro, of the shit that you be reporting on. Now, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing because information go, you know, information is what it is. But you do your due diligence to stay on that, to stay in that realm, in that little funk. You advertise it, and you sell it to the kids. Ain't no way to sugarcoat this shit, bruh. That's what this is. Act, man, you gotta fix your shit. For real. It's people really dying. Mama's really crying. Family's really grieving. While your fat ass over there cheesing and grinning. This is a sad situation, and what's even sadder is that people not even paying it attention, and you just made it blatant with this last piece of work that you just put out. This should be the tutorial right here. Because you simply told on yourself flat out, you he-sheing, you giggling, these niggas talking about blasting at each other, fuck they dead ops, your cousin, all of this shit, and you still giggling. Talking about what can happen from this? What can happen from this? Tell me what can happen from this if you play mediator. How about that? If you play the guy who can squash this shit. You hear me, Ed? Why don't you take that posture? Oh, I'm sorry. You can't now. And ain't that sad? Look at our kids, man. Look at the streets of Chicago, bruh. I don't live in Chicago, but I hear about it. I read a lot of the stories. I follow hip-hop. True. There's a hood like that everywhere. But the fact that y'all spotlighting this, the fact that they spotlighting that drill, and there's no solution and help being handed out, there's nobody talking about what can become of this or any solutions to this shit, but it's just simply let's just report on the bullshit. Way to go, guys. Way to show the kids you give a fuck. Way to go, guys. Way to show the kids that the future is secure. This some bullshit. You want some bullshit. You ain't shit.